what's up? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm very happy to be back with you finally after that long week off, man. Didn't know what to do with myself without having any UFC on. We're going to be breaking down UFC Vegas 44 this week, and we're going to do a little recap of UFC Vegas 43 real quick, and we'll get right into UFC Vegas 44. We got some good bets this week. UFC Vegas 43, I went 3-2 on my bets for a plus 0.5 units. Could have been way better. Had a couple fights that just didn't go my way. The 3 wins that I had bet Lupita Godinez. I bet 2.5 units to win 1.5 units. I bet Sean Brady 2.4 units to win 1.5 units. And I bet the Yanaz Grant over 1.5, 2.4 units to win 1.5 units. Them 3 bets were my 3 biggest bets I placed. The 2 losses I had were Kung Ho Kang, which I thought after that first round, once he dropped Rani Yaya, I literally had that bet in my head like it was done. I thought he was going to TKO him for sure in that second round. He comes out, tries a flying knee, gets taken down, got pretty much backpacked and just handled the whole second round. Third round, kind of the same thing. He kept hurting Rani Yaya, and then he would go in and actually grapple with him. It was ridiculous. So that was just poor fighter IQ. So yeah, I had 2 units to win 1.8 units on that, so I lost that. And my second loss was Tucker Lutz, 2 units to win 2.3 units, and that was just a bad pick. Man, Pat Sabatini's the truth. His grappling's crazy. His cardio held up. That was just good. Now I know how to bet these guys going forward. All right, let's get into UFC Vegas 44. The main event is Jose Aldo versus Rob Font. Should be a great fight. We got a couple. There's 14 fights, and we got a couple other decent fights. We got Jimmy Crute and Jamal Hill. That's gonna be a great fight. That's, to me, it's 2 of the probably the 2 top prospects in the 205-pound division. They're having them fight pretty early on, so that's going to be a great fight. Then we got Raphael versus Brad Riddell, and everybody that watches UFC or MMA has been waiting for that fight for a while. That is going to be a barn burner. But let's get into it. First fight is in the women's strawweight division, 115. It's Mallory Martin versus Cheyenne Buys. Mallory Martin is 7-4. She's currently plus 155. Cheyenne Buys, or Cheyenne Vlisma, she changed her name. I guess she got divorced. She's 6-2, and she's currently minus 190. This should be a good girls fight. Both these girls are pretty good. They both do the same thing. They're both decent, well-rounded in every area of MMA. I think that Cheyenne is going to have the better striking, though. I think she's going to be more crisp on her striking. I think she's going to be the more aggressive fighter. If it goes to the ground, I kind of favor Cheyenne there, too. Mallory Martin ain't bad on the ground. To me, this is really an even fight. It should be a pick'em fight. I'm not betting this fight either way, especially at the price, but I think it should be like a pick'em fight. Maybe Cheyenne Buys minus like 130. But I'll take Vlismas by decision. But I think it should be a good fight, but I'm not betting it. I'm staying away from that. The line is just too high. Fight number 2, and these might not be in the best order because I wrote these down like 5 days ago off of Tapology, and they've just been changing. They've been changing the fight order and everything's a lot this week. So fight number 2, though, I have is in the men's middleweight division, 185. We got Maki Pitolo versus Dusko Todorovic. Maki Pitolo is 13-8, and he's currently plus 140. Dusko Todorovic is 10-2, and he's currently minus 170. This should be a good fight. Dusko, he's burnt me the last 2 fights. He burnt me versus Puna Haley. He burnt me. Sorry, I had a call coming in. He burnt me against Gregory Rodriguez, but them are both 2 really good fighters. But his striking defense is terrible. His first fight in the UFC versus Daquan Townsend, that was actually a really good fight, and he took him down and beat him up on the ground. So I watched him fight Michel Pereira and a couple other people outside the UFC, but I assume that he's going to use his wrestling a lot more in the UFC, and he hasn't really tried to do that. But he has decent striking, he has terrible head movement, terrible striking defense. He has a pretty good chin because he eats a lot of punches. He has good wrestling, like I said, decent BJJ and great ground and pound. He's fighting Maki Pitolo, who again is 13-8. I think he's lost his last 3 or 4 fights in a row. And he had 1 win over Charles Byrd. His only win in the UFC is over Charles Byrd, who never should have been in the UFC. He's decent. He's well-rounded everywhere. Makhachev got good striking. Well, he don't have the best takedown defense, but he's got good striking. He's got decent wrestling. He's got pretty decent BJJ, as you've seen in every fight except against Darren Stewart when he just took him down and choked him out. But I don't know. I think this is going to be a good fight. It's like pretty evenly matched. But if Dusko does decide to wrestle, I think that he's going to have a major advantage there, and I do believe he's going to use that because his UFC career is on the line. Both these guys are. Mackie shouldn't even be in the UFC. But Dusko definitely needs this win in order to stay in the UFC. So give me Dusko for a tough first round. Mackey's always tough that first round and a half. But give me Dusko. I think he's going to get a takedown and either finish him in the second or third with some ground and pound. So give me Dusko. I'm not betting this, but I do kind of want to bet Dusko. I don't know. The dude's name is ridiculous. All right. But yeah, give me Dusko, third round TKO. Men's welterweight division, 170 is going to be this fight number 4 is going to be Alex Morono versus Mickey Gall. Alex Morono is 20-7. He's currently minus 220. Mickey Gall is 7-3, and he's currently plus 180. This is going to be a good fight. Both these guys pretty much do the same thing. They got like good striking, decent range striking, and all that. And they got Mickey Gall's got decent wrestling. He's got pretty good BJJ. Alex Morono, I think he has better wrestling than Mickey Gall, so he'll probably be on top. And about the same BJJ. I like Alex Moreno's gas tank a little more. He's tough. He's fighting you to the end of round 3. Mickey Gall, though, he's been looking good. His last 2 fights, even in the fight with Mike Perry where he got beat, he was beating Mike Perry standing up. Mike Perry had to take him down a whole bunch and hold him down because he was actually beating up Mike Perry standing up. And then in his last fight versus Williams, he was he was tagging him standing up. His striking, his range striking, his kicks, his punches, they all look really crisp, a lot better than when he first came into the UFC. He's going to have a size advantage. Mickey Gall's 6'2" with the 74-inch reach, and Alex Moreno's only 5'11" with the 72-inch reach. This is going to be a great fight. I think the line should be way closer than Morono minus 220. That first round is going to be real iffy, back and forth. Like I said, Mickey Gall, his striking has looked great. I just know that Morono, his striking is probably better. Morono, to me, has the better wrestling. They're both jiu-jitsu is pretty good. But what I think is that first round is going to be real tough. Morono might even get tagged a little bit. He's probably going to, once he starts looking for the takedown, I believe he'll be able to get it, especially by the second round, because like I said, Mickey Gall's takedown defense is terrible. So let me get Alex Morono. I'm going to get him, it's like a close, tough decision. The line is minus 220 is too high to bet on anything. If anything, I feel like the value's on Mickey Gall. But give me Alex Morono by a close decision. No bet on that. Fight number 5. I believe this is going to be, let's see, fight number 1, 2, 3. So that was fight number 4 in the welterweight, 3 in the welterweight division. This is going to be fight number 4 in the men's heavyweight division. We got Azamat Murzakanov versus Jared Vandera. This is a short notice fight, about a week notice for Jared Vandera. I actually had a huge 4.8 unit bet on Azamat versus Felipe Lenz, and he was dropping down to 205. I think he pulled out probably because he couldn't make weight. He's going to have a pretty big size advantage over Azamat in that fight. But in this fight, Jared Vandera, they're fighting at heavyweight instead of 205. So it's going to be a crazy fight for Azamat because Azamat is 5'10" with a 71-inch reach. Jared Vandera is 6'4" with an 80-inch reach. So he's going to have 6 inches of height, 9 inches of reach. Jared Vandera is good. Like the only fights that I'll really see him get beat up in is when he gets taken down and held down. Sergey Spivak did it to him, and then Romanov King Konged him. But he's got good striking. He's a huge dude. He's got good cardio. You seen against Justin Tafa. He survived that first tough round and came back and just kept putting the pace on him and ended up winning that fight. This is, like I said, this is going to be a weird fight just because it's short notice. Vandera is going to be so much bigger. Azamat was training for a 205 fight. I haven't really seen the odds. I heard somebody talking about it saying that Vandera was around plus 200. And if that's the case, when I go back to the casino tomorrow night, I'm gonna have to take a look at that because I'm actually gonna take Vandera to win this fight. Azamat has he's 10-0, and I believe 9 out of his 10 fights are knockout, pretty much first round TKOs. He had one fight that went tough. I watched it. he couldn't get the knockout in the first round, and then in the second round, I mean, he was pretty much gassed. Like he was having to take this guy down, and he was just gassed in that fight. So I don't think that he has a good gas tank, and he's going to come out here with a 9-inch reach disadvantage. I think he's going to come out and try to just tear Vandera up, knock him out in that first round. And like I said, Vandera's, if anything, he's tough. He has a big head, hard head, and he's super tough. So I think Vandera is going to be able to withstand the 205ers storm in that first round. And then I believe he's going to be able to come out in the second and third round and start putting it on that guy. I think once that guy realizes that Vandera ain't going away, and then Vandera keeps coming with that pace, he'll be able to put him away. And definitely by the end of that third round, like I said, if I can get a decent line on it, plus 200, I'll definitely throw like a half a unit on Vandera. But I have nothing on him right now. I hadn't even got to the line yet. But yeah, give me Jared Vandera by a third round stoppage. In what should be a good fight. It's really just a toss up fight. All right, now we can get to fight number 5. I got to have that mix up earlier. Fight number 5 is in the men's lightweight division, and we're gonna have Clay Guida versus Leandro Santos, and this is gonna be a good fight. Clay Guida's 36-21, and he's currently plus 155. Leandro Santos is 18-4-1, and he's currently minus 190. Like I said, this is gonna be like a tale of two tapes, because Clay Guida has really, really, really good cardio, and Leandro Santos is almost 42, and he just doesn't really have great cardio. I don't know if he ever did, but he definitely doesn't lately. But to be honest, Leandro Santos, I feel, is better everywhere in MMA. Like, he's better, maybe not at wrestling, but I mean, Grant Dawson couldn't even wrestle Leandro down, so I know that Clay Guida ain't. But every other aspect of MMA, he's bigger. He's 6 foot with a 75-inch reach. Clay Guida is only 5'7" with a 70-inch reach. So I mean, he's gonna have 5 inches of height, and he's gonna have 5 inches of reach. I don't believe Clay Guida is gonna be able to get to this to the ground at all. I believe he'll try a couple times, but Leandro Santos is great at jiu-jitsu too. So I don't know. I just feel like Leandro Santos is just going to control this fight everywhere. He might gas out a little bit in the third, but Clay Guida is no finisher. So I mean, even if Leandro Santos gasses out in the third, gets taken down and held down, he's not going to get finished. Like, I mean, Grant Dawson hit him with that perfect punch with 1 second left. Like I said, Leandro Santos, man, better striking, bigger guy, longer striking. He has knockout power, which that's what I think he's actually going to do. Better jiu-jitsu, real good jiu-jitsu. The only thing to knock on him is his cardio and his age. Clay Guida, I mean, he's up there too. He's about to be 40. His cardio and his pace and all that ain't what it used to be. His wrestling definitely ain't what it used to be. But yeah, man, give me Leandro Santos. Bigger, better, everywhere. He's gonna easily take that first and second round. I can actually see him finishing Clay Guida a lot like Jim Miller did, hit him, club and sub, something like that. Or if Clay Guida shoots in lazy, he'll hit him with a guillotine, something. But give me Leandro Santos by finish, and he's currently at 190, and I got 1.9 units on him to win 1. And I think that's a pretty easy bet. Like I said, I don't have to, I'm not worried. Even if he gasses out and gets a little tired like he did against Grant Dawson, I believe that he's going to be able to not get finished in the third. He had that win over Grant Dawson, and Grant Dawson is a way better fighter at this point than Clay Guida. So yeah, give me Leandro Santos, and I'm bet 1.9 units to win 1 unit on him. All right, fight number 6 is in the men's welterweight division. We got Jake Matthews versus Jeremiah Wells. Jake Matthews is 17-5, and he's currently minus 190. Jeremiah Wells is 9-2-1. He's currently plus 155. This is going to be a great fight. Both these guys are really, really well-rounded. They're both Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts. They both got pretty good wrestling. Jake Matthews is going to be a little bigger. He's 2 inches taller. Well, he's 2 inches taller, but Wells has a 3-inch reach advantage. But Wells has the power advantage. I mean, if you watch them fight Worley or Alves, I mean, this dude throws heat. I mean, he had Worley. It seemed like he was stinging him every time he touched him until he finally knocked him out. His gas tank could be an issue, but I mean, it looked like he was tired at the end of the first round against Worley Alves. Even when they got done, they were grabbed. Worley was on top at the end of the first round, and Wells took a little bit to get up and all that, and I thought he was a little gassed. He came out second round just throwing heat again until he knocked him out. Like I said, Jake Matthews is good. He's got good wrestling, good takedown defense, good BJJ. He's got decent striking. Like, he's good everywhere, but he ain't really great anywhere. And I've been watching him his whole UFC career, and it seems like when times get tough for him, he'll try to find a way out a little bit. Like Rocco Martin, he's had a couple fights when he was younger, even with Sean Brady. I mean, he didn't really have to look for a way out because Brady took it, but it seems like when he don't have the striking grappling advantage, then he will look for a way out. Jeremiah Wells trains with Sean Brady, and he's very aggressive. Like I said, he throws heat. He's got good BJJ. He's got good takedown defense. He was shucking off Worley Alvarez's takedowns. The only thing I worry about is the gas tank. But other than that, he's going to have such a big power advantage, and everything else they're pretty much even in. So I'm going to go ahead and take Jeremiah Wells as a big underdog. He's plus 155 right now. I didn't bet him or nothing. I would like to maybe throw a little bit on him, but I really do think that he's going to win. I don't think that Jake Matthews is going to be able to take his power and his punches, and he throws unorthodox. Like he was throwing just like shovel hooks, shovel uppercuts, like weird stuff. So yeah, man, the guy is super aggressive. And like I said, they're pretty much even everywhere except Jeremiah Wells has more power. So give me Jeremiah Wells by first round TKO. I think he's going to sting Jake Matthews. I think Jake Matthews is going to realize he don't want to be in there no more. Gets hurt a couple times and it'll be over. But yeah, give me Jeremiah Wells by upset, big underdog. All right, fight number 7 is in the men's bantamweight division. We got Luis Smolka versus Vince Morales. And to be honest, I think this got flipped to fight number 1. But for right now, we're at fight number 7. We got Luis Smolka, who's 17-7. He's currently minus 145. We got Vince Morales, who's 10-5, and he's currently plus 115. This is going to be a good fight. Luis Smolka, he's like tall, long a little bit. Used to fight at 125. He's got good BJJ. He's got decent takedowns. He's got pretty good boxing. He's got decent leg kicks. He's pretty good everywhere. I mean, he's got good ground and pound, good BJJ, but he's kind of small for the division. Like I said, he's 5'9", but he's super skinny. Like you seen when he fought Casey, what's his name? Casey Kenny. Casey Kenny was like kind of throwing him around. Everything he was hitting him with was hurting him. Like he just destroyed him. I mean, and Luis Smolka, he pretty much, he's like win one, lose one, win one, lose one. But the people he's beaten are terrible. He beat Ryan McDonald, who that guy should have never been in the UFC. He's super freaking terrible. And then he beat Jesse Quinones or what was the Aztec Warrior or something like that. He's got jiu-jitsu across the stomach. He should have never been in the UFC. He beat him. And the people, like I said, Casey Kenny, the people that beat him kind of destroy him. Vince Morales, he's tough, man. He's pretty well-rounded. He's got good striking, good boxing, real good boxing, good leg kicks. He's got good wrestling. He was a state champ, I believe in like North Dakota or something like that, Wyoming, something like that. But he's a state champ wrestler. He's got good hands. He's got decent, good takedown defense. He's got a good get-up game like you've seen against Draco. I'm taking Vince Morales in this. I think the fight's pretty even everywhere. I think Vince Morales is going to be a little bigger than Luis Smolka. I think he's going to be able to stop the takedown attempts and control the octagon. He's always moving forward. Vince Morales is usually setting the pace and moving forward, and I think he's going to be landing bigger shots. This is going to be a super good fight. Like I said, back and forth. I don't see a finish in this fight at all, but I do see Vince Morales as an underdog getting his hand won. So I took Vince Morales. I got 2 units to win 2. I got him at plus 115. 2 units to win 2.3 units. Like I said, I just like to fade Luis Smolka. It seemed like he used to be good. Then he had his alcohol problems. He came back. He took some beatings. Like I said, the only people he beat are people that aren't really UFC caliber. Vince Morales proved he is. He beat Zahabi. He beat Draco Rodriguez. I don't know if he's UFC caliber either, but Morales, to me, he beat Benito, what was his name? Benito Sanchez, something like that. I believe he beat him too. I watched that fight live, and I thought he won that fight. Benito was at home. I just like Vince Morales, man. I think he's going to win this fight. So give me him as an underdog pick, and I do have a bet on him. 2 units to win 2.3 units. Fight number 8 is in the men's flyweight division. We got Zagalis Zhumagulov versus Manel Kape. Zhumagulov Z is 14-5 plus 180, and Manel Kape is 16-6, and he's currently plus 220. This is going to be a real good fight. Both these guys are real good. They're both real well-rounded. Manel Kape is going to have the power advantage and the speed advantage, where Z is tough. He's going to have I believe he'll have the wrestling advantage, especially by the second round. He'll have the wrestling advantage, and this is going to be a super tough fight because I don't see Cape being able to stop Z. But Z doesn't hit very hard either. It isn't really a finisher. He goes a lot of close decisions. You've seen outside the UFC, he's got some really good wins. Tigiri beat Ali Balmanoff or whatever. But yeah, he's super good and super tough. He hasn't really got to show that in the UFC. I mean, he beat Jerome Rivera by that guillotine, but everybody beats him. Had the tough fights. I thought he beat Rulan Paiva, actually. So, I mean, that would be a good win. I don't know. I'm not going to bet this fight, but I'm going to take Manel Cape. Manel Cape's he's just a little faster. He's got the KO power. I think that he'll be able to take the first and second round. I believe Z's going to stand there the whole time. This should be probably way closer line. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm going to take Manel Cape. I don't think he finishes him, but I think he wins like a greasy decision. I think he takes that first and second round. He might kind of get tired depending on how much grappling they do too. If Z tries to grapple this whole fight, he could wear out Manel Cape and easily get this win. That's why I'm not going to bet it. The line's way off. But I do think Manel Cape though, like because he looked tired against Mateus Nicolau. He looked tired in the third round. That's why I think he lost that fight. But yeah, give me Manel Cape in like a greasy decision. Win the first 2 rounds. Get beat up a little, taken down in that third round. But I'm not betting this fight. I'm staying away from it. All right, fight number 9 is in the men's light heavyweight division, which is going to be a great fight. We got Jimmy Crute versus Jamal Hill. Jimmy Crute is 12-2, and he's currently minus 190. Jamal Hill is 8-1, and he's currently plus 155. This is going to be a great fight. Jimmy Crute is good everywhere. He's got good, powerful striking. He's got good wrestling. He's got great jiu-jitsu. He's super tough. You've seen the Anthony Smith fight where, I mean, he was still trying to fight when he couldn't even stand on his feet, his ankle. I lost some money, a lot of money on that fight, actually. But he's really good, man. He's one of the best up-and-coming prospects that there is. And then he's going to be fighting Jamal Hill, who's also super good, man. These are my 2 favorite prospects in the 205 division, like, coming up. Like, I think both of these dudes in like 4 years are going to be, like, number 1 through 5. So it's kind of surprising they're having them fight right now. Jamal Hill is 6'4" with a 79-inch reach, where Jimmy Crute is 6'2" with the 74-inch reach. So Jamal Hill is going to be the bigger fighter here. Jamal Hill is tough, man. He's got great hands, fast hands, great boxing, decent takedown defense. I mean, we haven't seen too much of his BJJ. It looked terrible against, to be honest, it looked terrible against Paul Craig. But Paul Craig's a wizard. At 205, he's a wizard for jiu-jitsu. He just kind of, he stopped the takedown. Jamal Hill stopped his takedown. I think he's got pretty decent takedown defense, especially being a bigger dude. But Paul Craig pulled guard and, just like wrapped him up, pretzeled him up. And Paul Craig's good, though. Jimmy Crute actually has a 3rd round submission over Paul Craig. They went back and forth. That was a really good fight. This is going to be a really good fight. If it stays standing, if Jimmy Crute can't get this to the ground, Jamal Hill will piece him up like he did Ovin St. Preux, Klitzen Abreu, everybody. He's Dusko, or not Dusko. What was the one dude? Mirko Krokop's guy. That was, I don't know. Anyways, it was his first fight in the UFC. That dude was pretty good. The dude that kept kicking Kennedy and Njoku in the nuts. Darko. But Stosic, that's his name, Darko Stosic. All right, but yeah, I mean, he showed great boxing, decent takedown defense. Darko took him down. But if this fight stays standing, Jimmy Crute, I'd give him a power advantage, but he don't have the technical advantage. He doesn't have the output advantage. So standing, Jamal Hill is going to win this fight. Unfortunately, I do think Jimmy Crute's going to be able to get this to the ground. I mean, you've seen him land 3 takedowns in 35 seconds against Anthony Smith, and if he would have just took him down, he could have won that fight so easy. But he decided to stand and trade with him, got that freak leg injury. In this fight, I'm going to take Jimmy Crute. I'm not betting it. I think the line's way too high. I'm going to take Jimmy Crute to be able to land them takedowns. First round, I'm going to take him to be super tough. Probably get like 3 or 4 takedowns. Expect Hill to be able to get back up, fight through some stuff. But I expect Crute to tire him down a little bit and just keep coming at him. And then in the third round, or second round, I expect Crute, once he gets him down the first time again, that's when I feel like Jamal Hill's energy and stuff and kind of a little bit of his fight might go away. And I'm going to take Jimmy Crute in the second round submission. Not betting this fight. Like I said, I think the price is too high. And if Jimmy Crute doesn't use good fight IQ, doesn't go for the takedown and all that, Jamal Hill could easily beat him. So yeah, give me Jimmy Crute, second round sub. Not betting this fight. All right, fight number 10 in the men's lightweight division. We got Claudio Pujols versus Chris Grutzmacher. Claudio Pujols is 10-2, and he's currently sitting at -110. Chris Grutzmacher is 15-4, and he's currently sitting at -120. This is going to be a good fight, decent fight. I actually think this is like everybody that I've heard. I was out of town. I came back. I listened to a couple other cappers, and everybody I've heard is on Claudio Pujols. I'm all over Chris Grutzmacher. Claudio Pujols is not good. He's not good. He's slow. His striking's terrible. His jiu-jitsu's okay. Seems like he gets a little tired. His striking's terrible. Like, anybody that Marcus Mariano he beat, he just held him down. It was terrible. That guy's terrible. Jordan Levitt is terrible. Like, the only thing that guy has, he slammed Matt Wyman. The only thing that Jordan Levitt has is a first round little baby jiu-jitsu game. Like, he's like the dollar store Ryan Hall, for real. He has no striking whatsoever. He has no takedowns and terrible jiu-jitsu, and it seems like about a 1-round gas tank. Claudio Pujols is terrible. Chris Grutzmacher, on the other hand, I think is good. The last fight against Rafa Garcia, he took that one big shot, fought through it, and then ended up beating Rafa Garcia. Rafa Garcia would tear up Claudio Pujols. Rafa Garcia would destroy Claudio Pujols. Chris Grutzmacher, if you watch that Rafa Garcia fight, he came back after like a 2.5-year layoff against Anthony Hernandez, got clipped early on in that, so we really didn't get to see much. But when you seen him against Rafa Garcia, he got clipped. He came back. Rafa had 3 takedowns in that fight, and Chris Grutzmacher got back up within like 6 seconds of each takedown. He probably stopped another 8 takedowns. He showed me great takedown defense. I've rewatched that fight twice now. I lost some money on Rafa on that fight, just like everybody did. I mean, you can't expect that. But Grutzmacher looked tough. I'm telling you, he was taking shots. He was ripping to the body. He was stopping takedowns. Like I said, the 3 takedowns he did get taken down, got right back up quick. Whenever this is on the feet, which I think it's going to be pretty much the whole time, Chris Grutzmacher is going to be destroying Claudio Pujols. I'm telling you right now, Claudio Pujols did not belong in the UFC. The people he beat, like he's going to, in the first round, to me, he might land a couple takedowns like Rafa Garcia did, but I doubt it. I don't think he's 1/10 the wrestler and as strong as Rafa Garcia is. And then once he doesn't get that and it stays standing in that second and third round, because he's not just, from what I've seen, he's not just going to take Grutzmacher down, hold him down like he did with Levitt for 3 rounds. And that's all he's got. He doesn't have great Brazilian jiu-jitsu to me. I mean, he doesn't even go for that much submissions. He doesn't have great ground and pound. I don't like the guy. Chris Grutzmacher is -120. I got 2.4 units to win 2 units on him. And like I said, I've been watching the tape on this, and I got Grutzmacher as like a lock. Like, I really like Grutzmacher in this fight. So, yeah, I'm fading Claudio Pujols. I don't think he's UFC caliber. All right. Fight number 11. Men's middleweight division. We got Brandon Allen versus Chris Curtis. Brandon Allen's 17-4, and he's currently -355. Chris Curtis is 27-8, +280. Fucking Chris Curtis, man. Cost me a lot of money with Phil Hawes. This is going to be a good fight. I see it being a lot like the Phil Hawes fight, where Phil Hawes was just beating the shit out of Chris Curtis, and then, but without the getting knocked out. To me, Brandon Allen's, he's a little taller. It seems like Phil Hawes uses his reach a little better, and it's probably smart enough to use his ground game here too. He's going to have a big size advantage on Chris Curtis, 4 inches of height on him. Brandon Allen has way better, like I said, a way better ground game. Like, Chris Curtis is good. He's got good boxing. He's a littler guy. He's got good boxing. Obviously, he has good power. And he's very tough and he's explosive. But the way to beat him is just take him to the ground and beat him up. And I really do. Brandon Allen's striking's been looking good. You've seen against Punahele Soriano. His striking looks a lot better. His ground game you've seen against Chris Dawkins is nice. So give me Brandon Allen. I'm not betting this. The line's way too big. But give me Brandon Allen as the bigger guy to hopefully land some time. I mean, I believe he can beat up Chris Curtis if he stood with him all 3 rounds too. It'd just be dangerous, because that's the only way really Chris Curtis has to win. You've seen against Phil Hawes. But I believe Brandon Allen will fight him smart. Get a couple takedowns. And I believe in the second round he'll get some takedowns, get on top control, maybe get mount and or side control and just pound him out. I'm gonna take Brandon Allen second round TKO. Not betting it. Line's way off. All right, fight number 12 is in the men's light heavyweight division. We got Alonzo Menifield versus William Knight. Alonzo Menifield is 11-2, currently at -175. William Knight is 10-2, and he's currently +140. This is going to be a good fight. Both these guys basically do about the same thing, except Menifield's bigger and better. I'm taking Menifield by second round TKO, maybe even first round TKO in this. I bet him at minus 155, so I got 3.1 units to win 2 units. I think this should be pretty easy. William Knight has no striking defense. You've seen Fabiano Charant was tagging him up before he landed that stupid left hook with the first side of his fist on his face. And you see what Minifield did to Fabiano Charant. He just took him down and choked him out. And I think he could do that to William Knight here too. But he's going to have the reach and height. He's got 2 inches of height and 3 inches of reach. I believe he's going to have the power advantage, the height advantage, the striking advantage, the wrestling advantage, the jiu-jitsu advantage. He's better everywhere than William Knight. I believe that Alonzo Menifield, like his gas tank, looked good against Ed Herman, fought a lot smarter. Like I said, looked great against Fabiano Charant. Give me Alonzo Menifield by first or second round knockout. People picking William Knight. I think this is my lock. My 2 locks that I really like on this week is Alonzo Menifield and Chris Grutzmacher. But yeah, I got Alonzo Menifield by stoppage, first, second round, 3.1 units to win 2. I got him. I think Menifield is going to crush him, to be honest. All right, fight number 13, men's lightweight division. Been waiting for this. Raphael Fiziev versus Brad Riddell. Raphael Fiziev is 10-1. He's currently sitting at minus 125. Brad Riddell is 10-1 and currently sitting at plus 105. This is going to be a great fight. You got a great Muay Thai guy. Fiziev is a great Muay Thai striker. He's like the coach at Tiger Muay Thai for Muay Thai. Brad Riddell is a great kickboxer, trains at City Kickboxing in New Zealand, but he trains out of Tiger Muay Thai a lot, so there's a lot of sparring footage of these guys sparring, and it's crazy. This is going to be a great fight. I've been going back and forth with this fight all week, watching a lot of video, and just like trying to figure it out, because at first I didn't want to bet it. Like I said, I've kind of switched who I was picking, but I've came up, I think I got a solid pick. Like I said, Raphael, I'll go through this real quick. Raphael Fiziev, great Muay Thai, great kicks, very explosive, decent boxing, but he has knockout power in his hands and his feet. Seen with Renato Moicano, knocked him out with a punch, drills people with kicks. He's got decent takedown defense, and to me, he's got like a little suspect gas tank. You go down to Brad Riddell, who's got great kickboxing, will be able to hang easily, I'm pretty sure, with Raphael Fiziev. Got a great chin. Brad Riddell's got good wrestling. He's got a decent takedown defense, and he's got a great get-up game. You've seen against the Russians he's been fighting. He's very tough. Like, Brad Riddell is a dog, and that's what is changing my opinion. That's what gave me my final decision on this fight. I'm taking Brad Riddell. I'm gonna have 2 units to win 2 units on him. The thing that's really changed my mind, like I think Fiziev is going to be a little more explosive and hit hard, especially in that first round, but Brad Riddell is going to be able to hang with that. And by that second and third, like you've seen against Bobby Green, like I think that Fiziev is going to start slowing down. But to me, Brad Riddell is a lot better than Bobby Green, and I think that Brad Riddell, by the second round, is going to start taking over. He won't just need that third round. And also with Riddell being a dog, like Riddell, I've seen him get hurt. You've seen him get hurt against Drew Dover. Mallory hurt him. And he comes back tough. He reacts right away, comes back tough, throwing heat, is going to fight you to the end. And like Fiziev, he got beat by Magomed Mustafa, the guy that Brad Riddell actually beat. He got knocked out by him. Fiziev did. And to me, I think if Fiziev gets hurt and Riddell gets on him, like against Mustafa, he's gonna look for a way out. Like I think Brad Riddell will get on him. I think Brad Riddell's got more dog in him. Like Brad Riddell's tougher. Like I said, that first round's gonna be tough. Fiziev will probably win that first round, throwing all them power. He throws power into everything. But Brad Riddell's gonna hang with him. Brad Riddell might even choose to wrestle. But even if he doesn't, I think Brad Riddell is gonna be able to strike with him, start taking over by that second and third round. So give me Brad Riddell by a fucking way tough fought decision. And yeah, I'm actually betting it. I bet Riddell. 2 units to win 2 units. Give me the underdog in that. All right, let's get to the main event, man's bantamweight division. We have Jose Aldo versus Rob Font. And Rob Font is 19-4, and he's currently sitting at minus 145. You got Jose Aldo, who's 30-7. He's currently sitting at plus 115. This is going to be a great fight. I'm taking Aldo in this. Rob Font's got great boxing. He's got good power. He's got pretty good cardio. Decent takedown defense. He's got You know, like he's got like knockout power. He don't really want anything to do with the ground. He's like a longer, taller guy. He's only gonna have 1 inch of height and 1.5 inch of reach. But I mean, he like I said, he's super good. But to me, he's one dimensional. He's got boxing and he's got like pressure boxing. But Jose Aldo he uses his kicks. Jose Aldo has boxing, and usually what hurts Jose Aldo and tires him out is the grappling. Like when Max Holloway used a lot of grappling against him. Even Volkanovski did too. If you go look at like Jose Aldo's last couple fights, his last fight against Pedro Munoz, they stood standing the whole time. He had no gas tank issues, none whatsoever, and he pieced up Munoz the whole fight. The fight before that against Marlon Vera, who's super tough. He was hanging. I mean, he was piecing Marlon up, standing up, and then when he needed that third round, it wasn't like old Jose where he was tired, gassed out. No, in the third round, he backpacked Cheeto for basically the whole round. Showed good energy, good cardio, all that. Had them 3 rounds in the bank. And I think Cheeto Vera, to me, honestly, is better than Rob Font. Like, I think Cheeto Vera could beat Rob Font. Like I said, give me Aldo in this. I even see Aldo like rip into the body early. Like I for some reason in my head, I can see Aldo getting the finish. But if not, I'm gonna take him. If he doesn't get a finish with them lovely body shots like he did against Renato Moicano, give me him by a grimy, greasy decision. Like I expect him to take like them first 3 rounds and then maybe get beat up a little in the 3rd and 4th. But I don't know. I think he can beat up Rob Font's legs. I mean, Pedro Munoz club and sub to Rob Font. So it's not like Rob Font's some unbeatable guy. Also, Jose Aldo has way more tools than Rob Font. Jose Aldo has better wrestling. Jose Aldo has better jiu-jitsu. Jose Aldo has better kicks. Their boxing's about the same. If we get old vintage Jose Aldo, he's gonna whoop Rob Font. He's gonna whoop him. Rob Font's on a nice little streak. I mean, he looked good against Simone. He looked good against Marlon Moraes, but who hasn't? I don't know. Cody Garbrandt, he was a lot bigger than him, still went 5 rounds with him, and to me, Jose Aldo would whoop Cody Garbrandt. Like put it like 5 rounds, no gas, and whoop Cody Garbrandt standing. Maybe even take him down if you wanted to. But yeah, give me Jose Aldo in this one. I already got a bet on him. I got him at plus 140. I put 1 unit on him to win 1.4. Should be a great fight. But yeah, give me Jose Aldo. All right, that's the end of this one. Thank you guys again for watching. Please like and subscribe. My office space is going to be getting better by the end of Christmas because like I said, I threw this all together real quick and I didn't really plan nothing out. I just started making the videos. But by the end of Christmas, after that little break we're going to have with no fights, I'm going to have a whole office set up for it. So that's awesome. Like I said, thank you everybody for watching. Let's win some money this week, man. We've been pretty much winning every week. I forgot to go over it, but for all my videos, I think this is my 11th video now because I just want to keep track of a record. After my 10th video, I'm 33-12 for plus 34.2 units. So let's keep that going. Please like and subscribe. Like I said, go to follow me on Instagram at Blood Money MMA Bets. That's where I post all my ticket stubs. So you know these are the bets I put in. Like I'm not just telling you to bet this and stuff. I really put these bets in. Just doing this really for fun to help other people and just I like talking about MMA. So thank you again for watching. Everybody have a good weekend and good luck, everybody. Let's win this money, man.